Okay, so in preparation for you making your test corrections, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to address the 4 critical areas that exist on your test. That is finding the slope and y-intercept from a table. That's also graphing. And that is, I'm going to also send home videos for 1-step equations and 2-step equations. Those are the critical areas that comprise of your test. So let's just jump right into it. How do I find the slope from a table? You first have to find your change in your y values. And so each time, how does this change? So in order to go from 12 to 16, that's +4. From 16 to 24 is +8. And from 24 to 28 is a +4. I need to do the same thing, find the rate of change for my x values. To go from 2 to 4 is +2. 4 to 8 is +4. And then 8 to 10 is +2. What a lot of people forget is what you have to do from here is make your y over x ratios. So that means make a fraction, putting your y on top and your x on the bottom. Your change in y over your change in x. So the first one was 4/2. The second one is 8/4. And the third ratio y over x is 4/2 again. Now, remember, fractions are another way of showing division. So what is 4 divided by 2? It's 2. What is 8 divided by 4? It's 2. Because 2 times 4 is 8. Because 2 times 2 is 4. And so that's 2. So all of my y over x ratios are equal to 2. That is my slope. That's my m. So my m is equal to 2. Now I have to find my y-intercept because remember, your y-intercept is the value when x is equal to 0, what is your y value? So in order to go to find out when x is 0, if I'm adding 2 here, I can subtract 2 and I get 0. And whenever I add 2 to my x value, I add 4 to my y value. So if I subtract 2, I subtract 4 in my y. So 12 minus 4 is 8. So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 8. So 8 is your y-intercept. So my equation, so that means that b is equal to 8. So in your equation, remember, it's y equals mx plus b. And you just replace the m with 2 and the b with a positive 8. So my equation is y equals 2x plus 8. Now I can go ahead and graph this. I find 8 on the y-axis. That's my y-intercept. That's 0. This is 0.08. And my rise over my run for my slope is 2/1. So I rise 2 and I run 1, but this is going by 4s. So that means go up 4 and run 2. So 4, 16. 8, 24. And you connect those points. Let's take a look at another example. Same thing, they're asking for the slope. I need to find my change in y. How is it changing each time? And put that on top of my change in x each time. So to go from 5 to 20 is plus 15, 20 to 30 is plus 10, and 30 to 35 is plus 5. On the bottom, my y values, plus 6 to go from 4 to 10, plus 4 to go from 10 to 14, and then plus 2 to go from 14 to 16. Place those over my y values over my x values. So I get 6 over 15. I get 4 over 10. And I get 2 over 5. Now, I can't do division and get a nice even number, so I'm just going to leave it as a fraction, a simplified fraction. The biggest number that goes into 2 that also goes into 5 is 1, so that's already in simplest form. So I need to see if these other two fractions are equal to 2/5. Here, I could divide, the biggest number that goes into 6 that also goes into 15 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 15 divided by 3 is 5. That's equal to 2/5. For 4 and 10, the biggest number that goes into both is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that is also equal to 2/5. My x over y ratios is all equal 2/5. So that is my slope, 2 over 5. In order to find my y-intercept, I have to find out, well, when x is equal to 0, what is my y value? So to go from 5 to 0, I had to subtract 5. Now, when I added 5 in my x value, I added 2 in my y value. So if I'm subtracting 5, I need to subtract 2 on the bottom. 4 minus 2 is 2. So when x is 0, y is 2. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. I'm just going to replace the m with 2/5 and the b with a positive 2. And there is my equation. Now, my y-intercept is 2. I find that on my y-axis, plot it. And then I can actually just plot the values from my table. So I see 20 and 10 is an easy one. When x is 20, y is 10. You only need 2 points to plot, but I like more than 2. And when x is 30, y is 14. And since these are linear equations, it should be a straight line when I graph. And that is the first, I think 12 problems on your quiz. I really hope this helped. Watch this video 10,000 times over the weekend if you need to, in order to know what to do. Good luck.